How was working with Dave Mustaine? I got to ask about that.
Oh man, dream come true.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves to pick on Dave, and I feel bad for him. He had a rough time growing up, and I know his whole story. And we spent a lot of time talking about stuff. And Dave's a really he's a very nice guy. He's troubled, but in a way that makes him one of the best in the world. And that guy play guitar? It's unreal. Um, I think I told you, that was kind of when I was a kid. That was the first thing. The skateboarding or whatever, got the cassette tape of, listen to all this punk rock and all this stuff. And I heard that Megadeth song, and that really set me on the path to do everything that I did. So to get that call was a dream come true. It started with, we met a few times just to see if we'd be able to get along. We had met in 2005 on a tour and got along then fairly well. And so he brought me to Nashville. I think for about 2 or 3 months, rented me a house in Nashville near him, and we would get together at a studio that was kind of in the middle and just jam all the time. It was just me and him for, I think, 2 months, kind of writing the stuff and going over the stuff. They had a great engineer, Chris Rakestraw, that was there helping us put parts together and thinking about stuff. And it was, I was like a totally wide-eyed, like dream come true kind of moment. But I was still, I professional about it in that, like, I know I'm only here for the session work. But that turned out so well that, basically he asked me to be in the band, and, 2 years later, we're touring the world, and the thing wins a Grammy, which was insane. Maybe another thing that caused tension in Lamb of God. I had done a record with Protest to Hero that won them a Grammy, and now I go join Megadeth, and that wins a Grammy, and what's going on here? But it was a thrill. He because of really who he is and the attention that he would have in any room that he would walk into. It's hard to get into that inner circle. But once you're in, I mean, he's the most generous, nicest, kindest guy. He's got a beautiful family. They're all wonderful people. I understand the defenses, the walls that are built up a little bit just for his own protection, really. Maybe he could have said things differently here and there along the way. It's not for me to say. But we had an amazing time together, and I still consider him a friend. And it was, an honor to be a part of that for as long as I was.
Loaded Radio.